What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit live video. Back in the confessional. And yep, we lit, big dog. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Hey, shout out to the mods. Shout out to the chat, man. Make sure y'all give a shout out to the chats as y'all come through. We getting lit today. Thank y'all for pulling up. Thank you those who pulling up early. Thank y'all for the notification gang. Notification gang. We lit up in this thing, okay? We got another wild video for y'all tonight. We got a woman who found. God damn it. We got a woman who discovered her boyfriend was cheating, and she wants to tell the wife all about this man. She wants to tell the wife all about this man and what he been doing. Okay? So shout out to everybody who pulls up, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that comment button. What up to everybody that's on Twitch? Shout out to everybody who's on Twitch. Okay, because we keep it lit over there. These videos will get to Facebook, so make sure y'all check me out on Facebook, Everyday PJ on Facebook. All right. Now, I guess we can get into it, man. Since everybody pulled up in this thing, All right. Man, this is crazy. Trying to make sure everything is working right. Sometimes everything don't be working right, and I just gotta, touch base with everything. But yeah, all right, let's get into it, man. I'm not about to hold you. We gonna get into it, man. This woman found out her boyfriend. Oh, I said husband. I'm tripping. It's supposed to be her boyfriend. See, that's why I gotta make sure everything is right, because everything don't be right. Woman found out her boyfriend got married and crashed out. Yeah. All right, so without further ado, let's get into
it. Me up this TikTok, I need your help. I need to find out who this lady is because she needs to know the kind of monster she married on Saturday, July 26th in Fairfax, Virginia. This is Frank Arnold, and I have been seeing him consistently for the past year up until 4 a.m. on Saturday morning when he dropped me off at my house after spending the night with me. So imagine my surprise when I go online and I see a video that his friend posted of Arnold getting married after he had just been telling me he wanted to have a child with me. I had no idea he had a whole fiance. That's her name and that's his name. They ended up going to the club after the wedding. Weird. He doesn't even look like he's enjoying himself. This is the demon that calls himself a man of God. That's him calling me Saturday at noon to tell me he was going to the dentist when in reality he was on his way to his wedding. These are random videos of me always at his house with timestamps. Him always asking to hang out with me. 2 weeks ago, he went to Miami for a supposedly birthday party. Turns out it was his bachelor party with strippers included. As soon as he landed, he came to pick me up to spend the night with him. Where was his fiance? His friends and family know about this and they are enabling this behavior. I have known this man for 6 years and I never thought he would do this to me. TikTok, help me find her so she can find out who he really is. TikTok, Hey guys, I know there's been a lot of confusion about the timeline of things, so I'm gonna try to clear up some of the questions you guys have. We started dating in 2019. We were together for 4 years. We met each other's families. It was a real relationship. We broke up in 2023 because I felt like he wasn't taking the relationship serious enough. So I decided to move to California and start a new life there. A few days before I left, he was begging me to not leave and to stay in Maryland and start a life with him, but it was too late. I decided that we needed to go our separate ways. And when I was in California, he would try to contact me and still beg me to come back and start a life with him. When I came back to Maryland last summer, before we started anything again, I asked him 3 separate times to make sure that he wasn't talking to anybody, that he didn't have a girlfriend, that there wasn't anybody else he was interested in. And he promised me that he had never even dated anybody after me, and I chose to believe him. We were taking our time with things, but some of his family members did know that we were together. Some of his friends knew as well. Nobody ever mentioned to me that there was anybody else, and I never saw any signs of anything. Our pictures together are still on Instagram. We would both go to work in the morning and hang out after work and then hang out on the weekends. And my job was even next to his house. Like, I could literally see his house from my job. I would come over after work, or I would stay at his house and then just go to work from there, and then he would go to his job, and then after work we would do it all over again. So I don't know how he had time for all of this. His car smells like me. My makeup is all over the place. He never said anything to make me feel like he wanted to hide something. He never said to not talk about us. He never said to keep it a secret. He never said to not take pictures or tell our friends about us. He never made it seem like this was a secret to anybody. We were making plans for our future together. We were even going to my friend's wedding together, but when he asked me the date of the wedding, I said it was July 26th. And he says, "Oh, actually, I won't be able to go because I'll be traveling to Ivory Coast that week." It turns out that he had the same wedding date as my friend, and he knew that he was leaving to go to his honeymoon for a week right after the wedding. So that's why he couldn't come with me. And he planned on continuing this after the wedding. He thought he was going to come back after his honeymoon and continue seeing me. He had even asked me what kind of engagement rings I like, when the whole time he was already engaged. I asked him a few weeks ago if he was sure about me, and he said that yes, that he never wanted me to leave him again. And he said that yes, that he never wanted me to leave him again. And he said that yes, that he never wanted me to leave him again. And he said that yes, that he never wanted me to leave him again. And he said that yes, that he never wanted me to leave him again. And he said that yes, that he never. Hey guys, I know there's been a lot of because he cheated on her. I asked him a few weeks ago if he was sure about me, and he said that he never wanted me to leave him engagement rings I like, when the whole time he was already engaged. I asked him a few weeks ago if he was sure about me, and he said that yes, that he never wanted me to leave him again. I was told that the girl came into the picture a little bit before I came back from California, but they broke up because he cheated on her. And then they got back together, and then I came back from California and he started seeing me around the same time. I did not know she existed till this past Saturday when I saw them in the wedding video. I tried contacting him and his family and anybody I could because I was so confused and I wanted answers, but nobody wanted to tell me anything. Only one of his friends decided to tell me the truth. We did everything we could to find her, but it was not as easy as everybody thought. And all of her social media was from years ago. And then I was told that she doesn't use social media anymore. So I couldn't get in contact with her. His family contacted me, but only after they saw the video. Before that, they didn't reach out to me at all. I told them to tell him that I do not want anything to do with him ever in my life. But I do want to know what I did to this man to deserve this. He cannot be playing with people's lives like this and then think he can just get away with it. I did not expect this to go viral, but just know there's multiple sides to this story.
So for people who wants the updated version of what's going on with this marriage y'all seen it happen, and then the lady came out and basically said that was her man. So she actually messaged me and said that since I was the nicest person who made a point of view about it, she would actually tell me the story. So she told me to message her on and call her. So if you guys want to hear it and what she said, this is the story and this is how it happens.
Okay, but the thing is, let me just start from the beginning, okay?
Okay.
So me and Frank, we started dating in 2019, and now that I think about it, he got married literally to the date that we met 6 years, July 26th. So anyways, we met in 2019, started dating, that year, like in August. We were together for 4 years. The last year that we were together in 2023, before I moved to California, the last year that we were together, the reason I left to go to California was because he couldn't get his life together. I kept telling him, we've been together for 4 years, we need to move towards marriage or whatever. And I feel like you're not moving serious enough. We're trying to plan our future. He would always tell me no, we're getting married. And I could understand because, he had just graduated college. He was trying to find a real job, career and all that. And I completely understood. That's why I stood by him for all those years. And then, but at the end, I was I felt like he wasn't being serious enough. And I'm not gonna, spending so many years with somebody and you're still not married, it's you have to question, are we meant to be together? So I decided to move to California. He waited till the 2 days before I left to go to California on July 4th, 2023, decided to wait 2 days till I moved to California to beg me to not move. Then he was saying no, please stay. If you stay, we can get married. Please don't leave me. But it was too late. I told him it's too late, Frank. I already quit my job. I gave up my apartment. I already found a job in California, a place over there. And I said, we can take this year, figure out your life, your situation. I'm gonna live my life in California. If I find somebody over there, then maybe it's just not meant to be. If I come back and we're still single, we can see where it goes. The whole time I was in California, he was begging me to come back. He would tell me please pick out your engagement ring. Do you want gold? Do you want silver? Begging me, telling me come back and we'll start our life together. Okay. But it's not that easy. You can't just couldn't just leave. I had already found a job in California. I had started a relationship even over there. And then after a year of being in California, I came back last July. I came back to Maryland. Okay. He was so happy that I was coming back. When I came back, he asked me, we kind of started talking a little bit, hang out. We would hang out maybe once a week, nothing serious for a few weeks.
What year was this when you came back to Maryland?
Last July, 2024.
Oh, okay.
So I came back, July 2024, and then we started hanging out. And before we started anything, I said to him, are you seeing anybody? You're not dating anybody, talking to anybody, right? And he's like, no, I'm not talking to anybody. I want to see where it goes with you. I asked him on 3 different occasions, within a week at the beginning before we started anything. He told me no, he wasn't with anybody. So then, sorry if there's noise in the background. My nephews are
it's fine.
Screaming. So he promised me like there was nothing going on. Okay, he works for I don't want to say where he works, but he has like an important job. So he works like a 9 to 5 job. So the way we would do things is like, he would go to work in the morning. It would take him like an hour and a half after 5 o'clock to get home. So then we would hang out after work. That's why like people are like, oh, you guys only hang out at night, but it's like we both work. So we would hang out after work. People are like, oh, you guys don't have messages during the day. Why would I have messages during the day when he's right next to me? Why would I be texting him during the day?
Right.
So then, so we would hang out during the day, and then we hang out on the weekends. There was never any indication of anything. I would go to his house. They have a Ring camera. He lives with his mom, and the little brother but the mom is always out of the country in Ivory Coast visiting the dad because the dad lives in Ivory Coast. So the only people that would ever really be at the house would be Frank and his little brother. And they had a Ring camera. So that's why I was like confused. Like, there's a Ring camera. So like, wouldn't they have seen me coming and going?
Right.
Like, I was always like, we'd be upstairs in his room, or we'd be downstairs, like in the basement. Like, 6 months ago, they have like a little guest room in the basement. 6 months ago, we were there on the bed watching a movie, and the next day he calls me and he's like, oh, like my mom found your hair on the bed when she was cleaning the bed, laughing about it. And he said that the mom said to him, if you guys are like, being intimate, make sure like you guys use protection so that nothing happens before like you guys get married.
Right.
Okay. So I know the mom knew we were together, but like I didn't think anything because they're always out of the country. So I wouldn't question like, oh, when I'm gonna see your mom again, like things like that. I've met his entire family. I've spent holidays with them. Okay, like I was never the side person. Like I was with him for 4 years and I left him for a year. I came back, and this whole year we were moving towards like being together. His car, he's let me drive his car. His car smells like me. Like I spray my glitter spray, like it's all over the car. Like when we go to his house, like I didn't see any signs of anybody. There was never anybody calling him when we were together. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you have a fiance, wouldn't she be calling you?
Right.
Like he was never getting phone calls, nothing. On my Instagram, on my stories, I have all our pictures and videos still that he told me not to delete. Even when I was in a relationship in California, he told me not to delete them because he wanted me to. He's like, those are yours, like those are ours. Like we're like, why are we gonna delete them? Like we're gonna be together. So of course, like if you have fiance, why wouldn't you want me to delete those pictures? Like if I was in a secret relationship, I would be doing everything for somebody to not find out. Like I would be telling me to delete my pictures, like all of that. So then so then this whole year we were just moving towards that. Even like a few weeks ago, I told him, like, I don't know if I deep down had a feeling of something, not that I suspected anything, but like something made me say to him, like, hey Frank, like, do you really think like we're meant to be together? Like, do you think like this is supposed to just be like a friendship and we just have like a really strong friendship because we've known each other for 6 years, or like we're actually meant to be together? And he's like, no, we're meant to be together. Like we're gonna be together. Even last week, so he had another opportunity. Oh, I said, if you don't want to be together, like, if you have any doubts, like, we can just be friends. He had every opportunity to be like, hey, Sonia, you know what? I actually, like, there is somebody else in my life. Like, he never said that to me. I have since we started hanging out, I have all our messages together, all our pictures together, everything.
So, recently, during the, when he went to of course, the marriage, and where do you think he was at? Did he say where he was at? Like, you have conversation with him, like more pictures? Because I guess what I've been seeing online is the fact that you didn't have no recent pictures. You only had a picture of him working out. Like, is there any more recent pictures?
Okay, so the reason I had the video of him working out was because he wouldn't tell me to take pictures of him doing his push-ups so he could see his form.
Right. Okay.
So it looks like I'm like sneaking a picture, but it's like, no, it's like he literally told me to take videos of him. We didn't want to post pictures, like, because we hadn't made it like official to everybody. We wanted this whole year. We were like taking the time to like re-know each other again after being away from a year from each other. Like, you know, we wanted it to be private, just us, before we made it like official. Okay. Even last week I was in his house, and then he kissed me, and then he says to me, and he was like teary-eyed a little bit, and I was like thinking, oh, maybe because we had some wine, it made him emotional, and that's why he had teary-eyed. But like, I think it was because it was getting closer to his wedding. So he says to me, I just want you to know that, like, whenever I've never felt anything for anybody else the way I feel for you. Like, we have such a strong connection. Nobody knows me the way you do. Like, you know everything about me. You know, like, how I am as a person, how I react to everything. I don't even feel anything for anybody else when I kiss them. Only feel feelings for you. And I'm like sitting there, like, you know, thinking, oh, he's just like, you know, and being emotional, confessing to me how he really feels, because he's not somebody that really expresses himself all the time. So I'm like here thinking like, oh my God, like, he really loves me, you know? So the day of the wedding, he was supposed to go to my friend's wedding with me. I asked him, I said, do you want to be my +1 to the wedding? And he's like, yeah, I'll come with you to the wedding. He's like, when is it? And I was like, oh, it's July 26th. And then he's like, oh, July 26th? Oh, I'm actually going to be traveling to Ivory Coast for the week. So I thought he couldn't go with me to the wedding because he was traveling to Ivory Coast, like he said. That's why when, like, that morning that he dropped me off at 4, I wasn't feeling well. All my medication was at my house. I was like, can you take me home? That's why he dropped me off, like, everybody's like, oh, 4 in the morning. But no, I wasn't feeling well. I said, because if not, he was going to drop me off at noon before he went to his dentist appointment. So anyways, but he still called me at noon to check up on me. And that's when I was like, oh, what are you doing? He's like, I'm on the way to the dentist. I'm running behind, but like, I'll call you later and we'll either hang out.
So for people who wants the updated version of what's going on, y'all finna run me in the ground about part 2. But here it is. It's only one more part after this. So once part 2 is finished, I'll post part 3 a little bit later. I am on vacation, you guys. But here y'all go.
Today or tomorrow, which now putting that together, I'm like, wait, I should have remembered. Wait, I thought you were going to Ivory Coast. So I don't know. I think because I had a headache and I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't thinking. I was like, okay, just call me back later. So that's when I went and I took a nap. And then I don't really go on my Instagram like that. I'm more like on TikTok. So I don't really, my Instagram is more for like my family and stuff, but they like have all our pictures on there. So I don't know what made me go on Instagram and click on his friend's page, which he had made me like a year ago. When I was still in California, actually, he had told me to delete all his friends because he doesn't like his friends in our business and all that. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Because I didn't really like his friends because they're all shady. So I had deleted all his friends, but I forgot about this one friend. I don't know how I forgot to delete him. And I think looking back, I think it's for a reason that I didn't delete him, because when I woke up from my nap, the first person's story that I saw was that guy. And I was like, oh, Abdel, I thought I deleted him. And I clicked on the story, and that's where I see the wedding. And at first I didn't have my glasses on. So his twin brother, because he has an identical twin brother, just like I have an identical twin sister. So I thought it was one of those, like, you know, throwback videos from like a year ago, because his brother got married exactly a year ago too. And they're twins. So I'm like thinking it's him. But then I'm like, wait, that's not his wife. So then I look at the name and I see that it's Frank. And I don't know, like, if anybody can imagine like my shock when I saw that. Immediately I felt like I went like numb. Like I felt no feelings except that I wanted to get answers. So immediately I start calling, like, you know, people that I know. And I called one person and I said, I asked about the wedding, and she had no idea. She's friends with like a really close friend of like the brother's wife. So then she started calling to find out information, and then she gets back to me and she's like, Sonia, like, he's getting married. And then when she called the family, a member of the family, she says to them, where are you? And the girl says, I'm at Frank's wedding. And the girl says, but he's been with Sonia the past year. What do you mean, like, he's getting married? Like, I didn't even know he was getting married. And then the girl was like so shocked. She was like, what? Like, no, there's no way, you're lying. And then so I start sending them like all our pictures, our videos and everything. And she was like shocked. So she went to like pull him aside, I guess. And I don't know what happened after that, but nobody contacted me. Like none of the family members got back to me. Nobody. I tried to get a hold of all of them. Then we did try to find her name, but like people seem to think like, oh, it was so easy to find her, but like it wasn't. Like there's a million, at least in our area, there's a million people with her name.
Right.
And then also all the social medias that I contacted that we found, they're all from like, they haven't been posted in like 2020, 2019. It's like almost like she doesn't post or go online. I wasn't able to get a hold of her.
So did you try to call Frank? Did you?
Yes, millions of times. So many text messages, calls telling him like, you need to call me. Like, how could you do this to me? Like, who is she? I even have the messages. Like, I was gonna
could you send me the messages?
Yeah, I was gonna post an update with the message saying like, this is the last message I sent this man, where I'm confronting him about who is she and how could you do this to me? He never got back to me, never answered a single message, nothing. Okay, nothing. None of his family contacted me. The only person that
was him dumping
me after the wedding was one of their friends that had left early. Okay, he calls me and he says, Sonia, how's California? And I'm like, I've been back in Maryland for a whole year. And he's like, oh, you're back in Maryland? And I said, yeah. And Frank is getting married? And he's like, yeah, I was just at the wedding. He had no idea. I said, so I told him the full story of how we had been together the past year. He was in shock. He was one friend that Frank was specific about me blocking 2 years ago, because he has a big mouth, he says. And it turns out to be the one friend in their group that was not made a groomsman. And I guess he knew that he would tell me if I didn't block him, that he would tell me the truth, because we were both friends with him. So he would tell me if like he had somebody else. So then I started asking this guy all the questions, like, who is this woman? Like, who is she? Like, can you give me some info? What is her name? Me still trying to find out, right? He says, to be honest with you, Sonia, like the whole friend group has only met her one time. He's been with her. He said he's been with her like 10 months. And they broke up at the beginning. Like after a month of being together, they broke up because she found out that he cheated on her. But I guess since it was like, whatever she found out, I guess wasn't like serious enough for her to be like, oh, don't ever talk to me again. She said, if you ever cheat on me again, I won't forgive you. At least this is what the friends know about the situation. They got back together apparently, but the friend group had only met her like once or twice, because he says to me, Sonia, you know Frank really well. Like all of us, like our friend group, he doesn't date African girls. He doesn't. He's always told all of them, everybody, he's not attracted to the African girls. He went to West Virginia University. That's like that 90% like white school. So I never questioned anything. He would always tell me like, I've never been attracted to African girls, like things like that. Like I didn't question his choices. So he said that whenever the girl wasn't around, he would be like saying things like she has really low self-esteem, like that's why I don't bring her around, like things like that. So I didn't really question him like about anything. He said that at the wedding, another friend, after this whole thing went viral, which by the way, I did not do this with the intention. I didn't think it was going to go like this. But he said that at the wedding, they had already been talking about amongst themselves, like, after the ceremony and all that, saying like, why does Frank look so like preoccupied with something? Why does he look like he's not having a good time? Like, why does he look like upset? But they were just thinking, oh, maybe he's just like in his feelings because he just got married or something. Then they went to the club after, and the video there, he's like reading my messages as the video is like happening. That's why the friends were saying that they weren't even standing next to each other like at the club or whatever, or in the video, because she had seen messages from me that night. So she saw something from me, and I guess she was mad because she was like thinking like, what's going on? And that's why they're not even like standing near each other at the club. So like, yes, I do feel bad for her. Like she had, well,
have you found her? Did you contact her?
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I found her. Like, I did. I found her. I contacted her, but she didn't reply to me or anything. And this was like yesterday. She hasn't replied to me or nothing. So, I guess I don't know if like the
Do you
girl
think
knew
she
that.
knew? I think she probably knew about you, but like you said, it's been 10 months. So they only been there 10 months, and it's like, okay, maybe she knew about you, and he told her all these lies, like, oh, that was the
Yes,
past. The girl
that's what
been
I'm saying.
She could have told her, girl, that you've been to California, so you've been away, you weren't even near. That was old news, and never told the girl that you came back. It's probably
Yes. Or what if she did know about me the whole time and was just like fine with it, and that's how he was able to spend so much time with me? Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how does she like not question like not spending time with him though? Like, did she know about me the whole time?
Well, I mean, 10
And
months. 10 months is not only fast for a marriage, but 10 months is just quick. If anything, like especially like you said, you've been gone to California, so he could have told her that you was in California. You left him. You know, men make up any type of. You know, he could have said that you left him. Anything. Didn't even say that you was back. So she probably wasn't worried about where you been, where he's at, because he probably told her that you were still out in California, so there's nothing to worry about. So if you're disappearing, he disappearing all type of nights and stuff like that, why she gotta worry if she thinks you're all the way in California?
That yes, that like that's true, and it is like it's like a 10-month relationship, and at first I was thinking like, was this like some kind of like arranged marriage? But like then like the friends, like the African friends, were like, it can't be an arranged marriage if they're not from the same country. I don't know how that works. So I'm like thinking like, I'm trying to like figure out like, why is this so quick? Like, is she pregnant? Like, I don't know. Like, he would do things like, we'd be together and he'd be like, oh, I can't wait till we have a baby together. Like, I wonder what it's gonna look like. Saying like, oh, if we have a baby by this time, it would be born on this month. Like, we were actually talking like plans.
Y'all finna run me in the ground about part 2.
All right, everyday people. She says, last update. No one wants that POS. His family is the one trying to force conversation between us. He needed to be exposed so he doesn't do it again based on new info. They should both be ashamed. I have done nothing wrong but trust a man I loved. I will not tolerate any further intimidation by anyone close to them. She also says, no matter what I say, you all will believe what you want. I have learned new info in the last 24 hours that is shocking to me and is way worse than I thought. The way people are still blaming me is disgusting. In due time, you will all know the truth and realize who the real liars are. And believe me, you are all defending the wrong person. That's the last thing I will say. Mm, mm. Well, what do y'all think, everyday people? I mean, I see the comments going and going. And to be honest, let me see if she made an update. Nope, no part 3. She tripping. Girl, we need a part 3. We need a part 3 while she tripping. But, so I'm going to start by saying this. I'm not going to blame Sonia for getting played like this, but what I will say is you left. You left. You was out doing you. He was out doing him. In the midst of doing him, you came back and you started to do him again. But he wasn't through doing him. And he found that other lady who, for whatever reason, had the motherly wife qualities that this man wanted, not you. What I think is, ma'am, you were his plaything. That other lady was supposed to be his wife. He may say he's not attracted to African girls. But I'm going to tell y'all from experience. Man, I was in Houston at an oil conference, and I had to do a presentation for some Nigerians. And yo, I, you know, with all that ass I seen from Nigeria, I don't understand why we getting BBLs. Like, what happened to the women's asses in America? That why we ain't got no Nigerian asses? Cause yo, but Nigerian women are beautiful, and that's Ivory Coast. Is like Nigerian Lagos. Lagos is in Nigeria. Whatever, anything over there. All right, but I think it's Ghana, and Ghana's in the Ivory Coast. But anyway, she's beautiful, no doubt about it. Wasn't his wife. He didn't want to marry her. That's who he wanted to marry. You know why he wanted to marry her? He wanted to marry her to probably please his mom. He lived with his mom. He a mama's boy, you know. He wanted to please his mom. And I bet you this woman made him. This woman made him very happy. His mom very happy. In fact, when the mom found the hair in the bed, I guarantee you she didn't think it was a Sonia. She thought that whatever her name was, she thought it was just some weave or a wig. I'm not 100% sure that she knew, that the mom knew that that girl Sonia was in a ongoing relationship. Maybe, hey, maybe he wanted the King Jaffe soil his royal oats. That's what the mom think. You know they believe in multiple women over there. That's not, the only place that thinks about women being in a a marriage like one-on-one person. That's some Caucasian stuff that they brought to the Western world and America. But every other country, especially black countries, Arab countries, they all believe in multiple wives. So I don't think the mother really cared if she was getting cheated on. The mother's probably like, I got a cousin. His girlfriend is Arab, and her dad has like 4 wives spread across America. He still lives in over there. I think in Qatar or something like that. He got 4 wives all across America, and they don't commingle. And then when they over there, they don't commingle. His wife. He spend time with each wife, and the mother approves it. So, do you think that this mother is disapproving him having multiple women? Not at all. Because America and Western cultures and Caucasian traditions are the only traditions that have one wife. Okay? We get all our stuff from Europe and the king and queen. There's one king and only one queen and all that. But if you go to these African countries and Middle Eastern countries, there's one king and he just got a bunch of wives. And that's just how it is. So, I'm gonna blame his cheating on him being African. He ain't Western civilized yet. So we gotta cut him some slack. Cut him some slack for being. He's just doing what Africans do. You know, they say when in Rome, act like the Romans. When in America, just say you're African and you can have multiple wives. Simple as that. No, not open marriage. No, not open marriage. They just like have multiple wives. They be like, oh no, you gonna marry her. If you gonna sleep with her, you gonna marry her. But yeah, shout out to them. Yeah, he over there texting her. Yeah, look at it. All right, let's go back here. He looking down. Text. He ain't even having a good time. Got French plug. The French plug looking at. Who do you think he is? Oh, French Montana looking ass. You know French Montana from Africa too. That's why he calls himself French Montana. Um. Yep, crazy. Oh, another thing I want to mention in the comments: the women in the comments are totally against this fair skinned lady. Oh, and the women like, oh, she black? Mm-mm. Sonia, you just gonna have to chalk this one up. Mm-mm. He got him a sister. Like, it's a bunch of Dr. Umar ass women in the chat. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn that she got played. They're like, man, I hate this for the wife. This one person says, girl, I get it, but be careful. Like, I get it, but you got to get over it. I guess he from Kenya. Let me find some more of these that I was reading. Um, this lady says, listen, this happened to me, but I would never put it on social media. All I did was block him and move on with my life. Another person says, you were not chosen for wife status, and that must hurt. Wow, he played you, Sonia. He wanted you, but not as his number one. Wow, women. Y'all women be mad at me, but look at the women. The women be hard on the women. One person says, Angela Valdez, is that you? Angela Valdez. That's crazy. I can't even show y'all the comments. Okay. I feel so bad for the wife. Too many families enable cheaters. Somebody says, I want to hear the wife's story time of how her side played out. The only issue I had was in the original video, you seemed to play shady anger towards the other woman when she didn't know you, just like you didn't know. Girl, there is no way you did not know. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. I get why you crashed out. Your feelings are valid. Okay, that was the first. But anyway, that's crazy, man. All right, well, everyday people, I'm just getting my life together so I can lie to some woman one day and tell her, yeah, I'm going to the dentist, and then I end up married. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get my lives together. Cause that's why I watch all these stories for research purposes only. Because look, man, like I said, you know, when you're in a relationship, you gotta allow them like 2 to 3 months to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Let them cheat for those first few months. Get it out of the system so he can be faithful to you for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And if y'all want to invite somebody in the bedroom, uh, be sure that you both can have fun with him. Don't just invite somebody in there for him, because then he'll end up leaving you for him. And that wouldn't be a good thing, because then that relapses him, and then he'll have to go through the whole cycle again. And then at which he'll be about 50 years old, and then he can't get it up, and then y'all won't want him. He's gonna be worthless. So don't have your worthless man. Let him cheat and get it out of the system real quick. But I'm gonna just say this, Sonia. When I think when you left and went to California, that was it for y'all. You should have never turned back, honestly, because this is why you don't spin a block. All y'all who spin the block, mm-mm-mm. It happens every time. Every time. It happens every time. And then also, I wanted to say about the family, everybody that knew her and all this stuff, and nobody told her, and he made her block everything. Um, I don't think that's a narcissism trait. I don't think that has anything with him to do cheating. He's like, I don't want you friends with my friends. Once we over, it's over. You break up with me and my friends, and that's what he wanted. And he knew what friends for her to be around because he knew he was gonna be cheating on you, girl. He had this plan. As soon when you came back, he had already been cheating. He had already been sleeping with other women, and the fact that he met another woman and got her and married her, I'm gonna be honest, Sonya, you probably can't cook or something. Like, cause no man, she's beautiful. Um, she may be fun in the bed. She may be fun to look at. But it's something wrong with she might snore. She might have BO. She might have dry uterus. It's something about her that he didn't want to marry her. It's something about it. Yeah, she had a man in California. She should have stayed with that man. I don't understand. Why would you save your pics of your ex on your Instagram? Ooh, somebody I seen somebody post on Instagram. All these men be in my inbox and they still got pictures of their ex on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. I don't remember which site I was on, but I was like, not me. Them bitches is getting blocked. All they pictures, all they messages, all everything blocked. Oh yeah, she ain't got no ass. But I didn't want to say that. I don't want to be judgmental. Look, y'all talking about y'all trying to get me to say some wild stuff about this woman, but she ain't got no ass though. I'ma just say this, man. Too something to do something. If I, man, I gotta be when I hold your legs up, my arms gotta get tired, dog. Them thighs gotta match, okay? If my arms ain't tired, if I ain't run out of breath, or I gotta lay down on you, give you some cloak, you ain't big enough. I want my fingers to barely touch when I hug you. If my hands do this, you too small. If I could pick you up like this and bear hug you, girl, you too small. I'm just playing. All right. I need I need you to get on top, and then I had to roll you over so I could catch my breath looking at and roll you back on down. uh, if you're on top and I could throw you up and let you land back down on me, you too small, dog. I don't like treating you like a little baby. Hey, if I could do what Melvin was doing on Baby Boy, you too small. If I could frog hop you across the bedroom, you too small. Mm-mm. I'm just playing. I'm just joking, y'all. But anyway, hey, make sure y'all check out my new video tomorrow. We got another couple videos going on tomorrow. We're going live again tomorrow night. As always, we're gonna keep it lit. hardest working man in YouTube history. Okay. Make sure y'all come in, like the video, like the next video. Go back and watch some old videos. Okay. Oh, oh, oh yeah. If you, she said, if you can't hear, you take a deep breath so you'll sleep. You too small. If you sound like you need a CPAP machine, we good. Like I gotta go to sleep till her snores. Like I gotta. If she ain't having dreams about McDonald's in her sleep, she ain't the one. She ain't the one. Okay. Go to corral. You can eat buffet. Bitch, you over there having a freaky dream? Um. Oh, I posted a picture because everybody was talking about that lady forehead. I was on what's that other threads? I was on threads earlier, and somebody posted a picture of that lady forehead with all them things on top of her head, on her forehead, because everybody in the comment section was talking about that lady forehead. So I had to post a picture because people act like it was just me. It wasn't just me. I just thought it was funny, and everybody else thought it was funny also. Okay. Everyday people, man, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll let y'all later. Peace.